Yeah, so as we get started, just want to welcome everyone once again to the meeting. Thank you all so much for joining. I don't take it for granted. I'm so privileged and honored. Thank you, Chairman Uriel. Thank you, Dr. Love. Thank you for just everything that you do for us in the Wealth Hub. I came into this opportunity less than 5 weeks now that I've been a part of the Wealth Hub. However, my mentor and my coach who brought me on, Dr. Dupe Usalo, she and I, yes, hello. So Dr. Usalo, she and I, we've been business partners for about 4 years and counting. And in all of those years, we've both worked in the financial services space as licensed life agents here in the United States. So what that means is we get to help families, help them with their estate planning. We help them with putting their retirement plan in place, helping them with financial tools. Well, but when she told me about the opportunity to do this in the Wealth Hub, especially with Akash, I was very, very intrigued because for the longest time, I had been trying to learn how to trade, how to work on the stock market. I have dabbled here and there, but I just never was able to master the craft. I always thought, I can't learn this thing. This thing is not something I can learn. It's hard. I don't know how people do it. I just see them reading charts. They tell me to do this. It was just like a whole mystery until Akash, right? And when I came in here, I was like, whoa, okay, I can actually do this. And this is amazing for me. So the honor, I mean, this is just a blessing for me all around. Other than the fact that I'm learning how to trade, is also the part where I get to build teams because we're already building teams in the United States. But with our business as licensed life agents, due to regulations and so many things that limit us, we can only work with people in the US. So when I came into this opportunity and they said, oh, you can work with people in over 200 countries, I'm like, okay, wow, finally something that can really help us make not just massive impact, but income. But how do we actually get to do that just from the comfort of our homes? Like right now, I'm talking to everyone. I'm here at home and I'm just, getting myself set up. I've built different parts of my house for different things. I'm a huge, huge proponent of creating content. In fact, my kids like, Mom, everything is not content. I'm like, no, everything is content. As long as you know how to program it properly, how to set it up. Of course, my private life stays private. I know what to put out there and what not to put out there. But over the years, I have learned being in the social space how to really how to really use my platform, not just for good, but really to help educate people and to make impact, right? So that's where this whole thing comes in for me, just the passion for content creation. I'm a public speaker and I do a lot. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. So once again, I want to welcome everyone as we start to join and people start to join us. I'm going to do my best to kind of slow down a little bit so that way we can ensure that everybody gets the best out of this presentation today. So yeah, I hope everyone can see my screen. I don't know if everyone can see my screen. Okay, please just type in the chat box if you can see my screen. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is a social media training put together by me. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Oyinkosola Jinadu. I have a personal brand, and that personal brand really helps me to educate people in mindset development, personal and professional development. I do all kinds of things. I mean, I've spoken in so many stages around the world in different places. I'm called to speak and train and educate. I started my career over almost 20 years ago as an educator here in the Dallas area, and then I transitioned into entrepreneurship. So all of the things you see on the screen, if you kind of just Google my name, you're going to see a whole body of work that has spanned almost 20 years. That's 2 decades as an author, as a speaker, as a trainer, as an educator, all that. But today I'm here to help you guys and my team, and I consider you guys my family, to learn about how I have leveraged social media and how you can also leverage social media. Everyone should be on social media. Social media is a tool, I believe, I always say it's a tool for good, depending on how you want to wield it. When you have a knife in your hand, a knife can cut, it can cut, it can hurt, but it can also cut yam and cook good yam. It can cut, nice things for you to cook your vegetables. A tool is intended for whatever use the person sees it fit to use it for. So here we use social media to empower network. to build relationships, right? And to pretty much do everything that we need to do to build trust and credibility, because how you show up is how people perceive you. And if you never show up, people never know who you are, no matter how great you are. So today's training I've crafted especially for you, all of us as financial professionals, traders, and network marketers, because that's who we are. Building trust and credibility is important. No matter how many businesses you've done, if you're able to position yourself well on social media, use it for good, you can write your message over and over again. You can introduce yourself 100 times and you keep reintroducing yourself. And for the life of me, I tell you, you can find the right audience to pay attention to you every single time. So for anyone out there who's like, oh, I've tried this business, I've told all my family members, I've told this person about this, now they don't want to believe me, they don't want to pay attention to me. Guess what? You're talking because you're using the wrong platform. You need to get on social media. On social media, you can reinvent yourself a million times and people will still welcome and embrace you, because that's what social media is for. It allows you to engage your audience. It allows you to convert followers into clients, into business partners, some people into married partners. Some people have found their better halves on social media. I tell you, I don't know how they're marketing themselves. I still haven't figured that part out. I'll work on it. But for now, let's focus on business, right? It also allows you to establish a brand. I tell you, even as a trader and an affiliate marketer with Akash and MDC, you have to be able to craft your own personal identity out of what Akash and MDC has given. They've given us products, they've given us tools, they've given us everything pretty much. The only thing they haven't given us is the person that has to put that thing in front of other people. Where we live in an era of AI, and I say, look, I love AI. I love artificial intelligence. It is one of God's amazing gifts to men. And I say it's God's gift because I believe all wisdom, all knowledge comes from God. I mean, we humans choose to use it however we choose to use it. But for me, AI matched with human intelligence and your emotional intelligence, I tell you, that person becomes unstoppable. If you are able to take all of the tools that are out there, AI video creation, AI graphic creation, use it, master it, learn it. Don't be scared of it. Invest in it. I have taken AI development as an AI specialist. I don't have any business in there, but I took the class because I want to learn anything that's going to make me better as a human being. I want to learn it. And I will go in and I'll take the class to do it. But why social media is a non-negotiable in 2025 and beyond is over 4.9 billion people are on there. So pretty much everyone you think you want to reach, and even the people you don't want to reach, they are on there. Relationship driven. That means people get to trust one another. Now, humans interacting with one another is becoming more of a difficult. Look at Wealth Up. We're always meeting on Zoom every day. I get to join you, even though I'm worlds apart. I'm all across the world from you. But I get to join and I get to become a part of the family. I'm nowhere. A few weeks ago, I did not know any single one of you. But today, I know Dr. Love. I know Chairman Euro. I know Mr. Ezekiel. I have never seen him. I know so many amazing people. Engineer Mike. I know so many people that I have met on this platform just in a few weeks. And I know them in a way that I feel is so personal because all of us have the same goals. We have the same ambition. We're pushing each other. So we're interacting on this social media platform called WhatsApp. And that is one of the many, many ones that we're going to talk about today. So it allows you to create visibility, and visibility, the more people see you, especially when the right people see you, it will allow you to create credibility. People buy from people they like. When you go talk about Akash, you come learn to trade, you come learn how to do business, you come learn to do this. For the most part, the people that you're going to convert, they're not going to come and do this business because honestly, they've never tried Akash. They don't know who Akash is. They don't care about Akash. They're doing it because somebody they like is telling them about it. So that means you have the know, like, and trust effect on them. So they will follow you. If you say, let's go, they'll come. So humans do business with human beings. So that is why I'm telling you that AI, robots, whatever anybody wants to say, it's never going to take over the world because the human effect is always going to be necessary. especially even in the financial industry where we're in. A lot of the technology we use is AI powered, is machine powered, but the human impact is needed to push it. The only way Akash will make money is if another human being puts this tool in the hands of another human being. But how do we do that effectively? We can talk to one person every day. We can talk to 2 people every day, maybe 3 at the max. Maybe if you have capacity to reach 10 people a day. But with social media, you can 10x that effect. You can reach 100, 1,000, 2,000. You can reach so many more people. So if you're not visible, you cannot be profitable. And that is one truth that we have to learn. So that way, it also helps you to manage your energy as well. Because there are certain things that on some days, I don't feel like I don't know if anybody can tell me, please, just you can unmute and just tell me if I'm the only one. Maybe it's only me in that WhatsApp group. But there are days I don't feel like talking to people. I don't even want humans around me because human beings are very problematic. Am I right or am I right? Anybody? It's only me. Okay, that's fine.
So you're right.
I'll take it for everyone. If it's only me, I'm good. But here's the thing. When it comes to social media, once you set up those tools, your business can continue to run. So on the days when you don't feel like having human interaction, let social media interact for you. Let people know that you are still selling something. Market open or market day, come and buy. That is what social media will do for you. It will act in place of you when you don't even feel like interacting. So your brand, your identity, your voice, your value. Social media helps you to establish a clear brand message. All of these things might seem foreign to most people who might not be very active on social media. You have to establish yourself as a brand. For example, when people talk about Dr. O here in Dallas, some people will say, oh, that lady, oh, she's an MC, she hosts events. Oh, she's an educator. You know, they see her, she's speaking. I posted a video on my status today. Someone texted me and said, you preach, are you a preacher too? I said, well, I'm a child of God. And God has given me the gift to speak. So whenever I need to speak, I will speak. And you know, I can function in different capacities with one gift. It allows you to brand yourself. So you'll see that you see a lot of purple around me. Those are my brand colors. A lot of people know me. If they see me not wearing purple somewhere, especially out in public, they're like, what's going on today? No purple. You know, of course, I do not actually wear purple every day. But when I'm actually functioning in the capacity of my brand, my business, when I'm hosting an event, when I'm called to speak at a conference or a church, or I'm training with my nonprofit, I show up in the brand colors. I am always on brand. It is very, very, very important for me to be on brand. So even when my, the lady, my team member that did this presentation, she knows all of our branding has to be fully represented, because when people see what is connected to us, they are able to identify it. This is what you need to start to think about for yourself as we're going through this training. What is your brand going to look and feel like? As a trader, as a network marketer, you need to be able to target the people you want to reach. And those people need to be able to identify you with something. If it's a color, if it's, I don't know, some people it's a catchphrase. Some people it's the fact that they travel. I don't know, just whatever you think that your audience would appeal to your audience, that would help you connect. You need to start thinking of putting it together. Because like I said, Akash has given us everything. It's a brilliant platform. It's a brilliant product. It's an amazing network marketing opportunity that allows us to be profitable. However, you as a human being, you're going to need to be able to put it together for yourself so that you can build your own niche within Wealth Hub. As Wealth Hub continues to grow, and you know the leaders are putting this presentation together every day so that you can invite your guests. When you bring your guests to the presentation and then you follow up with them and they join you, now you need to create a community. You know what I say to people when it comes to leadership and network marketing? Stop recruiting people to a business. Stop telling them, come and do this business. Come and do this thing. There's businesses a dime a dozen. Do you guys know that affiliate marketing is now the top sales and marketing strategy for a lot of companies all over the world? Everybody has an affiliate program. Every single top Fortune 500, top Fortune 100, everybody is doing affiliate marketing. But the only thing that sets one apart from the other is how the human being behind that affiliate marketing is actually pushing it. And that is what social media allows you to do. So you can take Akash. For me, I've taken Akash and I've merged it into my business. As a licensed life agent, as a certified field trainer already, coming into Akash, I have an additional financial tool that now allows me to build teams all over the world, as opposed to building sales teams in the United States. So now I am not really telling people or confusing my audience and saying, oh, there's something new, even though there is something new, but I'm now letting them know that it's still the same Dr. OJ. It's still the same licensed life agent, but guess what? She has so much more to offer now. Now my marketing and promoting Akash does not contradict or conflict what I was already doing as a licensed life agent. Now I am even more stronger in the financial industry, because now not only am I able to help you in the US, if you are in Africa and you always wanted to work with me and didn't know how, guess what? Now I got something for you. I can help you. And that's how I'm pushing. I'm pushing myself, creating the story, telling the story every single day, making them see the narrative from social media, from my posts, from my pictures, from my messaging, letting them know that, look, this person is elevating. She is just getting better and better. And the sooner you, my community member, I call my community the gifted community, because they call me the gifted coach, because I help people discover their gifts. So when I say gifted community members, guess what? I got something new for you guys. Like, listen, now we can actually invest in the money market. We can get a piece of the pie. We can do XYZ and all these things. So that is the brand that I'm talking about. So you need to start thinking as I'm talking, what will your brand be? What is your brand? Are you a singer? You can create a brand around finances and singing. You can do whatever you want. It's all about storytelling. How are you telling your story? What story are you telling to the world? And how is it that your story is connecting to somebody out there who is in your community, who is just looking for exactly what it is you have to offer? Because promise you that everyone has something wonderful to offer, no matter what industry. I don't say, oh, some people will say, oh, I'm an engineer, I don't do social media. Oh, great, good, good, good. I have engineers on social media who are crushing it. They are teaching people and showing people how they are doing their engineering stuff. And on social media, they are building a community to help other people think of the possibility of, okay, if you're thinking of becoming an engineer, this is how profitable this industry is. And what if I'm an engineer who also functions in the financial industry? I can show you how I did it. I can tell you my story, how I crossed over from being an engineer one day, making 6 figures, crossing over to the financial industry, making 7 figures. Wouldn't you want to learn how to do that? That is the power of storytelling. That is what social media helps you to do. You know, and now we're going to go to the next part. I hope we're connecting so far. Is everybody good? Everybody good? Drop something in the chat. Let me see what's going on, how we're connecting. Drop, I don't know. They say on Wealth Up, they say drop 777 if this message is connected. I just picked that number because I love the number 7 is the number of completion. So I love the number 7. So please drop 77 in the chat if this training is working, if it's working, if it's making sense or making no sense. Because I say if it's not making sense, it's not making money. So I want us to make money. So I'm hoping this training is making sense. All right. So let's look at what is the rule. How do we show up on social media? Now that we know that we have to tell stories, now that we know we have to develop a brand identity, we need to know what that looks, what that feels like, what we're going to do. How do we do this? The how. Let's look at it. On social media, there's certain rules that you have to abide by. It's just like life, right? Life requires you to play by the rules. The law of attraction, the law of multiplication, the law of wealth building. There is a law that God put in place for everything. And if you're breaking those laws, you're definitely not going to get the benefit from what that law is supposed to fulfill in your life. On social media, it's the same thing. Like I said earlier, there are days when you don't feel like talking to anybody. You don't feel like seeing anybody. But if you have crafted a system around your social media presence that allows you to show up in spite of how you feel, making sure that you obey the golden rule of consistency, having an authentic voice. You don't have to sound like Dr. O. Dr. O sounds like this, that this is who she is, and it's not going to change. You have to find your own voice. And you, of course, one of the things that I do, again, like I said earlier, is I coach. So I help people find their voice. If that's something you're lacking, I can work with you. Educational, your post, your content has to educate. You know, like we come on here every day, we do a lot of training in the morning with Wealth Hub. You know, some of your posts could be a quick 90-second video to say, hey, if you want to learn how to read this chat right here, if you see all these squiggly lines, you wondered what they're about, you know, just make it fun and interesting and animated. And somebody will listen and say, what is this woman talking about? Oh, yeah, it's just this. Have you ever seen this squiggly line right here? This one? Yeah. If you want to learn how to read it and how to make money from reading it, drop something in my comment, and I'll send you an information, or put a link in there. There's a link in here. Click this link and you can come learn with me. Come join my team. Whatever. I don't care. But you're educating them. Or you can come and say, hey, let me show you 3 simple ways that you can make money on the financial market every day that you might not have thought about. Trading crypto. What does that mean? Trading, what's it called? Indexes. What does that mean? Someone who is coming across your content to be like, oh, wow, I don't know what that is, but that sounds interesting. Maybe I should reach out to her. Maybe I should reach out to him to see how I can actually learn these things. That is an educational video. You have taught somebody something that they did not know before, or you have reinforced information that they knew before, but because you brought it to them, it allowed them to look at it a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. You know, they say it takes 7 times for someone to come in contact with one information before they're able to make a decision about it. So you never know, with your social media reinforcement, as you're talking to your prospects, when they see your consistency and how you are showing up on social media, it will eventually convert them to come and do business with you. Someone who you might be trying to get on your team, who has been saying, oh, I'll think about it, who has been saying they'll think, one day they will see one post. I cannot tell you how many times I have had people reaching out to them, sending messages, trying to schedule appointments, calling them. Then one day they will see my status, they will say something, and then that is my opening. I'll be like, I've been trying to reach this person. I will just get back in there and reopen the conversation. And that is how many sales have been closed for me. That is how I have been able to get people to do business with me, because I show up educating them on what I know, on what I do. Inspirational stories. Those are stories that we're already familiar with. Every morning when I get on the Wealth Hub training, trade calls, you know, there's videos that are played that gets your mind going, showing you possibilities, opening up your imagination, helping you to believe again, to dream again, to get up on days when you don't even feel like getting up from your bed. You hear some messages that will be like, oh, I guess I'm just going to try again today. It gives you that motivation, that inspiration. You know, those are the posts that you want to be able to put. Some of those videos, crop them out, screen grab them, or just save them, something, or even take those messages. I mean, of course, Dr. Love, I don't know if this is needed other than today. There's so much about social media that we need to learn. That is actually being able to do a training where we break down specific types of content that really helps us. And that way I can actually show you how my team and I work, some of the tools that we use. On today's training, I'm just going to be able to give you an overview. And please feel free to take anything on here and use it. Inspirational stories, testimonials, things that can really help you, get people to see you as a human and make a connection. Sharing your story, like I said, storytelling, that is the #1 way that we connect on social media. Because people have learned that, of course, social media is a place where most people can come and fake it. You know, you see someone's highlight reel, and then somebody will go somewhere and be thinking that that is how their life is 24/7. No, people do so much hard, so much things to show up on social media with a fake life and deceiving people. But that's not who we want to be. We want to be authentic. We want to be children of God who are truly out here on a mission to bring prosperity into the lives of the people we come in contact with. At least that's my mission. And I'm hoping that being a part of the Wealth Hub, that is your mission. with Chairman Uriel serving us every day, trade calls. He will go and do all the analysis. He will come. That is him serving God's children to make sure that, look, I want to make sure my people eat every day, because he knows that if they don't eat, if they don't kill something to eat, they won't get to eat. So he's ensuring that he will go and kill it and bring it and put it on your table. Oh yeah, put the trade in so you can eat. I mean, what more could a servant leader do for you? That is an inspirational story you can share. You can share a story about your leaders. You can highlight Chairman Uriel. Sit with him and talk to him and say, hey, Chairman, tell me how you do this. That is magic. If I'm still, nobody should steal that idea. All of you, God is watching you. If you steal my idea, I'll come and find you. I'm just kidding. But here's the thing. That's an idea right there. It just came to me right now. And Chairman Uriel, please, I'm going to schedule a time. We got to go live on Instagram together and talk about this thing we're doing. That is gold. You can take that interview with Chairman Uriel. You can take interview with some of our leaders here. You can even book an interview maybe with some of the Akash leaders if they're that accessible. And you can put that, just people seeing you with them, man, credibility. You don't have to talk too much. They know that you are connected at the highest level of this business. And then you put that on your social media. What? That's it. So many things. And then engaging. You can ask questions. You can, while you're doing stuff and you're training and you're doing all the things you're doing on your daily life, people want to get to know you. But of course, I have to tell you that be very, very mindful of how much of your life you want to expose on social media. That is one side that I always emphasize when I train on social media. Not all of your life is up for grabs. There are parts of your life that you are supposed to protect, and it's your job to protect it. If you don't protect it, social media will eat it up. But now when we're talking about business, there's parts of your personal life you can share that can still translate into business, but then you have to decide how much of that is, is useful for promoting your business. You can do question and answer sessions. Who wants to learn about trading? Go live on TikTok, go live on Instagram. Become very, consistent with it. And then your audience will grow. Of course, I don't know, doing those short videos and stuff like that. So showing up consistently, speaking in your authentic voice, you have to craft it, whatever that is, and you will eventually, as you start putting things out there on social media, you know how you discover what your authentic voice is? When you see people start to respond to certain posts more than others, you do an A/B testing. That's another training altogether. You put this post out there, see how well it does, put another one out there, see how well it does, you compare. That's what we call A/B testing. Then you know that your audience likes this more than this. So you want to feed them this. Sometimes you put this in, but you want to feed more of this. That's A/B testing to get your engagement numbers up. You speak in that authentic voice that the right people can connect, because social media can waste your time. You can be on there putting content day, night, morning, evening, afternoon. If you are not connecting to the people who want to do business with you, if you're not getting a return on investment, and I'm not saying it will happen immediately, but over time, you want to make sure that there is a return on your investment, that your goal is being met, that you are hitting the target audience. The only way to do that is by establishing your authentic voice so you can attract the right people, your own people, your crew, your family, your tribe, your hub, whatever you want to call them. And then you always want to lead with value. Value first before you say this. I don't want to say Nigerians, but humans generally, right? We have a thing, right? We want to learn how to reverse our mentality. Before you go in making an ask and say, give me, my name is Jimmy. You say, oh, what can I do for you? I'm here to serve. Like with Chairman Uriel, he serves us every day. I'm sure one day if Chairman Uriel should come and say, hey, I'm doing a party, oh, people should come and celebrate with me, oh, I'm very sure that party, it will be overflowing with World Hub members, because all the people that he has served will know that it's time for them to pay him back. He doesn't even need to ask. He doesn't even need to say anything. They will show up for him. That's what it means when they say lead with value. Your community on social media will pay you back eventually once they see that you are a valuable servant leader. You're serving them. When you need them to like your photos, they will like it. When you need them to share, they will share. When you have an event you need them to attend, they will attend, because you have built that servant leadership thing with them. That's the relationship. They know that this person always comes with value. Every time I see her post, it's either I'm laughing, I'm learning, or I'm growing. This person, I just love going to her page. There's always something here for me. I'm learning something new or something I already knew before. I'm laughing, I'm entertained, I'm excited, I'm inspired, I'm motivated. I feel better about myself. I'm encouraged to do better with what I have. So many ways that people get value from you. You have to be centered around value. All right? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good so far? Please drop a 1 in the chat if we're good, if we're looking, if we're doing good so far. If you're getting value, please drop a 1 in the chat. Let me know so that way we can keep going. All right. So this next one right here is just going to be sharing with you some of the top platforms that I researched that work for people in our industry. There's so many social media platforms, but when it comes to financial education, financial services, financial industry, not every platform works for everyone. So some of the top platform for network marketing and of course financial professionals is Instagram and Facebook. Those are still your all-time favorites. Instagram and Facebook, you have to be on there. The good thing about Instagram and Facebook now is the fact that Meta has purchased both platforms, and they've also purchased WhatsApp. So we're heavy on WhatsApp. Now everything happening on WhatsApp can go and be translated on Instagram and Facebook because it's run by the same system. So there is a way for you to connect your platforms, and it saves you time and energy and allows you to pretty much kill 3 birds, 1 stone, right? So for sharing your WhatsApp status, and this is a way that your audience can hear from you every day. You know, you're sharing stories every day on the WhatsApp status. Those same stories can move on to Instagram stories and move on to Facebook stories. So people see, they hear from you. You're building, you're buying real estate in their mind. That's what social media is. When you get a community that becomes really committed to you, they have allowed you free rent space in their lives. You're not paying rent, you're not paying mortgage, but they have given you a 5-bedroom apartment to live in. So now every time they go to your post, or even when they don't see you, they are looking for you. They are, I promise you. YouTube, of course, we're already using YouTube. A lot of the videos that our leaders make are on there. YouTube is not only a profitable platform, but it reaches a very wide audience. So it allows you the opportunity to share stories, to do live videos, to do educational trainings, to do workshops, webinars, whatever. YouTube is just an amazing free online university where people can come learn, grow, whatever it is you want them to do with your content. They can come on there and do it. And you can have your free university. You don't even have to get credentials. You don't have to get certification. You don't have to get government approval. YouTube gives you that free space to have your own personal university. And it also allows you to build your own ecosystem. What does that mean? Ecosystem is a community where people come in and they get everything you have to offer in one place. They get your content, they get to interact with you, they're able to buy from you, they're able to give to you, and they're able to do pretty much everything that makes an ecosystem work with you on YouTube. And of course, TikTok, and yeah, TikTok with the reels. I don't know. I'm on TikTok as well. I'm pretty much on every social media. So yeah, TikTok is also, it works like Instagram, right? But it's more like for people that just want to do quick short videos. I know TikTok now has long form content as well. So TikTok is an amazing platform if you want to go live every day or once a week or whenever you want to go live. TikTok is a good place to build audience quickly because TikTok audience are very used to being on lives, and they're always looking for engaging lives to attend, especially lives that have value to offer. Now, the last one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn that is where I would say, that's where we set up shop. That's our office. So think about it. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you're going to different social media, but think about LinkedIn, excuse me, as the office of where you meet your colleagues, your peers. This is where you really want to present yourself. Excuse me, sorry guys. LinkedIn is where you really want to present yourself in the most professional way. That is where you attract high-level clients. That is where you attract the high-level partners, those network marketers who have a huge following or who are already doing what you're doing, but you're trying to convert them to come over to your business. LinkedIn is where we do that wonderful attraction of professionals and people who have the mindset. Like we're trying to do a cash on LinkedIn. We're targeting young professionals or professionals generally who can afford to do annual tuition. On LinkedIn, that's where you will most likely find those types of people, right? So you just kind of pick whatever works for you. But I would say this, at least two. You have to be on two. You don't have to be on everything like me. At least you have to be on two of these, right? So that is the recommendation I'll make. So if you want to do Instagram and Facebook, I would say do Instagram and LinkedIn, because Instagram and Facebook is still meta, right? So if you have WhatsApp and Instagram, that means you already have two social media platforms that are run by the same system. That means you can cross promote on those two. Now, if you do Instagram, or Facebook and LinkedIn, now you have a wider audience to reach. Now you are better positioned, right? So that's what I would strongly recommend. But of course, when it comes to social media, it's always up to you to decide which one works best for you. All right, guys. So basically, the last slide I'm going to look at, let me see. I think we still have, yeah. Okay, so the last slide we're looking at right here is how to build your community. So now you have the social media. How do you build your community? How do you really get those followers to commit to following you and maybe recommending you, and then your followership grows? Is by interaction, right? Interacting with them in the comments. So maybe once a day. A lot of us, I'm sure, already go on social media and we're scrolling, we're looking at everybody. We're looking at Gislova, we're looking at Instablog, we're looking at, please. Rather than doing that, give yourself an hour or 2 hours to scroll through social media. What are you looking for? First of all, you go to your page. You look at the people that have interacted, whether it was just a like that they dropped. You can actually go to their page and actually like something back. That is exchanging free currency. You give me, I give you. Now, another thing is, if anybody has commented on your post, that is when you get to respond to those comments. You respond to them. And then that is when you get to check your DMs, because sometimes people might not like, they might not comment, but they just go straight to your DMs because they just want to learn quickly from you. That is when you get to see those DMs and you have to respond quickly. I have been guilty in the past of not responding quickly, and I have lost a client or two from maybe seeing the message later, and then the time has passed and they're no longer interested, or what they needed me for was no longer required, and things like that. So being able to do that on a daily basis is part of your money-making activity, believe it or not. I'm not talking about social media can be very distracting. And I'm not talking about getting on there and seeing one. I mean, it happens to me too. So don't worry. All of us were in the same WhatsApp group. But we need to get out of that WhatsApp group because it's called the Time Wasters WhatsApp group. We go on social media, we're planning to do one thing. And then once you get there, you see one story, you're like, oh, another story. Oh, there's a spirit behind that social media. But you have to be very disciplined to get yourself in and out, engage, interact, respond, and get out. I mean, I'm not saying you don't get to indulge a little bit, but just manage yourself accordingly, and things like that. Then, of course, another thing I would say is for you to help your followers feel connected to you is with every post, create a name. Already we have the Wealth Hub. So if maybe Chairman Ural on your social media, you just address your audience as, Wealth Hub community or Wealth Hub family members. People like to feel like they're part of something. And if you are addressing them as they're reading your caption, they're saying, oh, Wealth Hub, oh, I'm a Wealth Hub member. Okay, it's talking to me. It's me, it's talking to, and they're following you. You already have a name for them. So whenever they read your messages, they're like, oh, he's talking to me. I'm following her. I'm part of her community. I'm part of his community. Oh, it's me that they are talking to. It's not you. It's me, Joy. It's me. It's me that knows Chairman Euro. That's how people will be fancying themselves because you are successful. But really, that is really how you build community on social media. When you have a name that people can, it could be your business name. I mean, come on, these things, we usually work on it in the gifted community, where I help my community members to kind of come up with all of these parameters that I just discussed. We kind of build a whole system around their brand, around their gifts, around their voice and all that and stuff like that. And of course, you share your wins. And even on days, I say on social media, there's some losses that you actually can share. Because sometimes you find that on those difficult days, when things might not be working so well, and you create a nice storytelling around it, not that you're saying, oh, come and feel sorry for me, or see my life, or you don't scatter, hey, this, no. You're telling a story that, hey, guys, look, today was a tough day, man. I put in 5 trades, I lost 4. Can you believe it, guys? This is what I'm telling you. Manage your risk. Guess what? You have taken that story of losing 4 trades and you have put a lesson in there. Why did I lose my 4 trades? Because I didn't manage my risk. I didn't manage my lot size. So, my dear, I have learned. Come and learn through my lessons so that you don't make the same mistake. Your audience will love you for that. Your vulnerability, your authenticity, the fact that you're sharing this with them as you're going, as you're going on your journey, your trading journey. You tell them where you started. Maybe the only funded account I had, I was able to only fund it with $50. But guess what? 2 months later, we're doing all the tap to trade, all the trade alerts and everything. Look at my $50 account is now $5,000. Come on now. That one alone will get you followers like, what? She did that. I want to do that too. So, and then another thing is collaboration. Of course, once you start building a social media presence, you have friends on social media, maybe doing the same thing you're doing, maybe not doing the same thing you're doing. You might consider collaborating. Like I was talking about interviewing Chairman Euro. I'll probably be collaborating with him on social media now. Let's collaborate. Let's do a post together. So when I do that interview and I post it, I put his name, I put my name. So guess what? Everybody in our communities will come together and like that one thing we did together. That's a collaboration. Each of us gets social equity. We get more people, more eyes, more relationships are built. We build our network bigger, better, stronger. We gain credibility together. We ride on each other's credibility to go further, faster. So that is what collaborating does. And it allows your audience to trust you, to know that this person is moving with good people. That means they're good people too. Your audience wants to be seen and they want to feel safe. So when you do all of these things, your audience will know that, man, you really are here for the right reasons. Everybody gets on social media for different reasons, but we want to get on there to bring value to the table. We want to get on there to make sure that our community is served, and we want to get on there to grow our network so that we can grow our net worth. You want to get on there to grow your network so that you can grow your net worth. All of that happens in progression. One cannot happen before the other. Like Dr. Love will say, you have to learn before you earn. That is the Akash way. You cannot come and set up to trade. You have to learn. And if you're not learning, your long-term earning potential will be jeopardized. And if you don't set up yourself properly on social media, tell the right stories, tell people what to do. Like I said, CTA, always make sure there is a call to action. If you watch my post where I'm dancing, hey, come and see, I just made a post. No, let me see. I just won a trade. Maybe I made a lot of money this week. And on Friday, I want to give you like some dancing moves. Hey, I'm dancing and praising God. And then on my dancing, not be just dancing at a duo. I'm telling you, hey, this week, I started out with XML. Look at my trade. Look at how much money I made this week. If you want to learn how to do it, click the link below. Click the link below. Guess what? You've told your story. You've sold your markets, and you have given a call to action. They know that they have to click the link, because people don't assume that they know what to do. Never ever assume on social media that people know what to do. If you want them to say like and share. If that is your goal, like this video and share if you like what I shared with you. Or click the link below to learn how or learn more. If that is what you want them to do, never, ever, ever assume. If you want them to send you a DM, okay, DM me this word, like I said, wealth, to get started. If you look in your, that's why you got to check your DMs, because if you tell people to DM you and they DM you and you don't respond, you are a fraud. They will unfollow you and they will spread bad news about you. So make sure that whatever you're telling people to do, you already have a system in place to ensure that you engage them in that system. That is where we come in, of course. And, telling people to tag their friends, maybe you do like a giveaway. You can do a giveaway on your page because you want more people, because you want to engage more people. You do a giveaway, whatever your giveaway is, okay? I don't know. For example, $50 for the first person, for the whatever it is. There's so many ways to set up a giveaway that is credible, that is ethical, that is good, and is sustainable. You want to do those giveaways where it's sustainable for you. You're not giving people 1,000. I mean, if you can afford to, if you're balling like that, that's okay, but you're doing the giveaways to attract a certain people, new people, to say, hey, come, let me give you something for coming here. Let me give you something for being a part of my community. And giving them that something, you put something that they have to do on the other side. Say, here is what I'm giving you, but in exchange for that, this is what I need you to do. And usually it's just stuff that doesn't cost much, like maybe follow, tag, repost, reshare, just so that you can gain more visibility and more credibility and all that good stuff. All right, are we looking good so far? Dr. Love, are you still there? I hope I haven't lost anybody. We are almost done. We are almost done. We are almost done. Please drop a 5 in the chat if you're still here with me. Let me see if anybody's still here. Please drop a 5. Yay. Okay, all right. Drop a 5 in the chat if you're still here. All right, these are some of the tools that I use that you might probably want to consider as well. And like I said, Dr. Love, there's additional training for different parts of this one training. So, so another one training could be how these tools are used. It's a whole kind of process. So Canva for graphics and branding, that's what we use. CapCut and InShot, those are video editing tools that we use. Meta Business Suite, because all of our Meta pages, like my Facebook page, is a professional business page. So basically, there's certain things that a business page, professional page will have that a personal page will not have. So if you're on Facebook and your Facebook page is still the one that has the friends where they are friending and you're friending them, well, that's a personal page. I have a professional page where you cannot friend me, but you can like and you can follow my page. And that gives you more people, obviously. And then, of course, Google Forms. I use that a lot because I have the Google Suite accounts. My emails are Google professional emails where I have the subscription, and I'm able to get a Google form that allows me to do lead generation. So when I attach a Google form link to maybe a post, a newsletter, people will click it, put some information in, and that allows me to collect emails for my email list. Email marketing, I also have that. That's a whole nother social media part, again, that we can totally do a whole 1-hour training on. Email marketing is a beast. But if it's done right and you build it over time, it serves you well. So email marketing is something I use. I have a newsletter that goes out every week, and I share information and I grow my list from there. So basically, I plan monthly, weekly, daily. I post daily, engage daily, and try to get conversions as I go, and then I repeat it over and over. That's what I've been doing, planning. I have my monthly content calendar. That's a whole nother training. Monthly content calendar creation, you have to create that for 1 month. I always have it for the whole year. So January, we bless you. For the whole year, we'll have our content calendar for January, February. So we kind of do it. And that way, it allows us to be very intentional about what are we serving our audience this month of June. What are we serving them this month? Are we releasing any new products this month? Are we doing something? Do we have events this month that we want them to attend? That content calendar will have all of those things. So as the days and the weeks roll on by, the things that we're pushing is based on the plan that we have made. And if we need to pivot and make some changes, it's usually nothing crazy where we are running like we don't know what to do, because there is always something to do. Social media will never sit redundant on my team, never. Everybody knows what they need to do. All right, that's it from me, Wealth Hub. Thank you so much for having me today. Let's build together, right? Let's build together. Let's build our teams together. Let's build wealth together. Now it's your turn to go online and dominate, right? And of course, remember that you're not just a marketer or a trainer, you're a digital destiny releaser with a message that the world needs. Basically, the digital space is where we get to touch a lot of lives these days. The more people you are able to reach with your digital message, the more lives you're able to transform. And I promise you, the world needs whatever it is you think you have to offer. The world needs it. Thank you all so much. And that's it from me. If anybody is interested in working with me personally, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to serve. You know, that's what my gifted community was established for. We do this for people, we do this for teams, we do this for organizations. Now I'm doing it for the Wealth Hub. It's been a pleasure. I'm happy to answer questions. If anybody has a question, please raise your hands and we'll call you up to ask. What did you think it was about? I'm trying to be funny. All right. If anybody has a question.
Oh, wow. This is loaded, like loaded. Thank you. But we still have a long journey because just like you're asking about us breaking it down, we'll still do the breakdowns later. But this is loaded. At least it has set the ball rolling. Guys, if you got value from Dr. Jinadu today, I want you to put 777. Seven is our favorite number. Let's load that place with our favorite number. If you got value, put 777. Those are the 90 days challenge. You're going to tell me what you got. You're going to post it on the group. 77777. I decided to come up with this because I was just ranking my brain. How best can we help those on the 30 days challenge so that they can get more results from this 90 days challenge? And you can see that we are on points. And so I threw it open in the 10 a.m. session, and she agreed to to help us. You can tell that she's on fire. She is on fire. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Love. I'm so
if you
grateful.
have questions, you can ask her before we go. If you have questions, so we are going to do this on Wednesday again, but we're doing something different. But I will still discuss Dr. Jinadu so that we'll take it further from here. If you have questions on what she has taught today, will you want to, if you have questions, you can raise your hand or leave it in the chat box. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, we couldn't log in, one thing or the other. So some of you, are we going to be able to have access to the recording? Maybe when you put it on your YouTube channel or something.
Yes, I will definitely share with you, Dr. Love. I will. I'd love to do that. Not a problem at all. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we'll definitely get, so those of you that came in a little bit late, don't worry. To be shared, recorded, so you can go over this, you can go over it over and over again. Okay. So Dr. Nyoli, thank you so much. We'll go into more basics. Like I was saying, that we needed to really see people. You see people, beautiful faces, handsome faces. When you come to their as even like, oh, how do we even post on TikTok? How do we even post on Instagram and all that? So some of those basics we'll share with people. So maybe as we go on, we just plan what is going to go on today. So do we have questions so that Dr. Jinadu can, I don't know what is this, like I always say about your 10 a.m. session, able to be a trainer and not be easy to, so that she can go and rest. Okay, so I'm not seeing any hand up and I'm not seeing any message in the post. So I think you were quite clear. You really got the message. So thank you very much. Maybe we just end for today. By Wednesday, we'll continue the class.
No problem. Thank you, Dr. Love. Thank you, everyone. Like I said, if you want to reach me, this is my handle on social media. You can, all of my social media, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, it's the same handle all through. So if you want to send me a DM or just private message me on WhatsApp as well, you can definitely do that. I'll be happy to respond to you anytime I get an inquiry from anybody. Well, other than that, thank you all so much for your time. I'm grateful for the opportunity and the privilege, and I look forward to getting to see some of us shining. And please, let's get connected on social media again. Let's get connected so that way we can start building our network. Everyone here, then, okay, so this is my assignment. Since nobody has any questions for me, can I throw something to the audience? Take home assignment for us to do. Yes, let's do it. Okay, I have 19 people on the call with me now. That's 18 minus me, or 19 plus me. So what we're going to do is, please, everybody, if you can, before we leave today, can you all drop your handles in the chat? Please, that is, just drop your handles in the chat. If you have Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, drop your handles in the chat. What are we doing with that? Every single person is going to take those handles. If you can, please copy them and go follow everybody. Let's all get social. You saw my flyer on the WhatsApp. It says, let's get social. That's what it means to get social. So leaving this meeting today, everyone should at least grow by 17, 19 new people. No, 18 new people on your social media platform. Yes, Miss Rosemary, your hand is up.
The chat is disabled.
The chat is disabled? No, it's
Yeah,
not.
that's why my hands are up. The chat is disabled. We can't send any message.
Oh, that's interesting. I see people. Oh, Dr. Love was the only one that was able to send a message. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Let me quickly see what that is about, because it should not be disabled.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you for letting me know. All right, try it now and see if it works, because, yeah, I'm so sorry. Okay, good. Yeah, I said it's work. Oh my God, yeah. Nobody said anything earlier. Okay, good, thank you. So please drop your handles in here. I'm going to take everybody's handle once everybody has typed it in, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go find you, and let me know what platform it is. Is it IG, Facebook? Just put IG, FB, LinkedIn, just put L. Let me know which handle you're dropping. And like I said, my handle is, this is my handle on every social media platform. So please definitely do well to follow me as you see fit. Yeah, so I've gone. So please, everybody, just drop it on there so that way we can all grow together. Let's get social. Yeah, I don't see anybody's handle. Okay, I see Miss Mosumola at the, okay, on Instagram. Got you. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Mosumola. Everybody go give Miss Mosumola a follow. Spam her page with likes and comments. She's Ashoke, the elect Ashoke. Wow. Okay, amazing. Yeah, and then you never know. Some people are in business that you need, so you might be able to do some business with them as well. So yeah, is it just Miss Mosumola who has a social media handle? Please, let's all drop a social media handle, and then we can all call it a night, and we can actually give some value back tonight.
I've posted my plus. What we'll do, screenshot it and send it on the WhatsApp group for us.
Okay, yeah,
On
no
the
problem.
expansion group, so that we can follow from there too.
Yes, I can do that. Okay, yeah, Chairman has dropped his as well. Okay, thank you, Chairman. God bless you, sir. I see Dr. Love Oladele on there. Okay. All right, so everyone, by tonight, so everybody should be growing on their social media. That's our currency. Give it. It's free. You know the best part about it, it doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It is free of charge. So don't be stingy with your social currency. Give it freely and you will receive in much more abundance. Okay. All right. So, I mean, if nobody else has a handle to share, that's fine. I think we can all be done. And I'll just share this on the WhatsApp as well. Thank you all so much for your time. Let me see. Yeah, we're getting ready to end. Okay, Forex Lady. Hey, my sister Blessing is here. Okay. All right. Okay. Good, good. So only the leaders are doing what we're asked to do. This is why, see, when we say people are making it, this is what it is. Oh, let's do the simple instructions so that way we can, yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, Mr. Manuel, thank you. So let's drop our, this one is for you. It's not even for me, it's for you so that you can grow. Because if you have 19 more people following you, being your friend, being there, your network is invariably growing through them. That is what this means. Social currency. You spend it anyhow you want. All right. Miss Comfort Timothy, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Comfort, is this Facebook or Instagram? Please make sure you let us know which platform so it's easy for people to find you. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. God bless you. Thank you, Dr. Love. Thank you, Chairman Euro, for the pleasure and the honor to serve with you on this platform. I don't take you for granted. I am grateful and I bless God for the privilege. Have a wonderful night, everybody. God bless you all. See you tomorrow morning. And I hope, like Dr. Love says, have you done your assignments? Have you read what she asked us to read and study? See you all tomorrow. God bless you all. Bye.